Welcome to June. Here we are unofficially into summer, but school's been out for a little while now. So when school's out, it's like definitely summer for me and for my family. So here's to the nicer weather and all the things that summer brings. All right, we are gonna have a little bit of fun. If you know me, you know that I'm from California, and one of these charts looks like Half Dome. I've hiked Half Dome and the cables scared the heck out of me on this north face. So every time I go back to Half Dome or back to Yosemite, I always think about it. Anyway, I saw this chart and I thought that looks too much like Half Dome not to point it out. So for those of you, here you go. All right, the good news is on this chart is the average sales price is up. We are up 7.4% this May versus where we were in May of 2024. So that's still a good thing. Actually, that number is 7.8% for an average sales price for resale houses of $293,243. Okay, when we move down to this next chart, closed sales, we're down that 7.4% number. So down this May versus last May, and we've seen a couple of those bubbles, we've trended down since 2022, this is that 3-year chart. So we've trended down, we're down this May, 7.4%, all right? Now let's look at under contract, because this is that future predictability of where we think our market's gonna go. It's hard to say, because we are down 13.6%. Now, when we look at where we were in 2022, our under contract month of May, we are down 36% from 2022 to 2025 for the month of May. That's a huge change in the last couple of years. Why is that? Why aren't fewer houses going under contract? Well, it might have something to do with our number of homes for sale. So, I almost lost it. When we look at that number, we're down 18.1% this May versus last May. That number has just trended down over the years. We saw it rise with the recession, the housing recession, and we saw it steadily decline. We are still on that decline. So hard to tell what's going to happen. And we know that the feds are continuing to have meetings. We know that the administration is continuing to come out with some inconsistent messages. But what we know is prices continue to go up and our shortage of houses continues to drop. All right, I've got 2 surprise charts for you. So we're gonna shift settings just a little bit, and I'm gonna really look at, what's happening on a national level and then what that means for us locally. So come on. We're just gonna have a little fun with this yellow background because it's June and it's sunny and we're reporting some numbers, right? Okay, so national single family inventory. This was put out by Housing Wire and Altos Research, which usually has really good data, and I'm not second guessing any of this, but what the message says is we have 33% more listings this year than we did last year. Our inventory is up 33%. Now you just heard me talk about what's happening in our local market for Champaign County and for single family homes on a resale number. That's very different than what this national news is showing us. And then when we look at this map, it's kind of hard to see, but this big red dot is Chicago. When we go even a little further south to where we are in Champaign County, we're still in the red. That means that we are in a market where sellers have more power. So here's my point. Don't let national news impact your local decision. Look at what's happening locally, ask questions about the market, understand what really is happening, our inventory numbers, our sales price numbers, and then fit that into what is best for you. All right, we are here as always. Have a great summer and a kickoff to it. We are here to answer your questions. Talk with you soon.